What's up, guys? Today I have a little review for you. These are going to be the magnetic autocross numbers from iZoomgraphics.com. As you can see here, I got them laid out on the table for you. I got these about 2 years ago. They've been through about 40 events, through all types of weather. They've been through, rain, even snow. I did an event in snow one time. They've been in hot sun, so any fading or anything would have shown up, things like that. So again, just want to say it's been 2 years since I've had these numbers, and they've held up great. This isn't like they came right out of the box and I just got them. This is 2 years. They've held up. I thought maybe originally I'd have to get new numbers every year or something, and that just hasn't happened to been the case. So great purchase. Currently they're running a winter sale, and they are $28 plus shipping for the entire set. Now with this, you can get one number, you can get say for example, your number's 7. You could get a 0 and a 7. You could just opt to get 7, I think, if you want. I don't know why you would, but you could just get a 7. Basically, the maximum you can get is 2 large numbers, obviously the number of your car, and 3 smaller numbers, which is for your class. I know some classes, if you're in a stock class, maybe you're in, BS, for example, you might only need 2 of these. You just go ahead and get the 2 if you need that. Maybe get an extra S if you want. I think you can pick them by what letters you want. If not, I think they have the classes. You can just select what class you want and what number you want. It's been 2 years, so I'm not really sure, what the ordering process is with that anymore, but I do know that they currently still have them. It is currently winter, it's the off season, so they are going for $28 currently. They are marked down from $36 plus shipping, which is when you normally pick them up in the springtime and the summertime. I think they just have more volume of sales coming through, so that's why the price is a little higher. So overall, what you're going to get here is your standard SCCA 8-inch number and about a 3 or 4 inch class letter here. These are made out of high quality magnetic material. Very basic, but that's really all you need. You can't pick the font on these at all. These are just a basic set. I know they have other sets for more money that you can pick what font you want. I'm not really sure about the sizes. I think they actually do have different sizes. You'd have to check. They do have the large, kind of one piece of metallic material that you can get, your class on it, your number, and I know some places, maybe not iZoom Graphics, but I know some other places that I was looking around for more money, you can get your name on it and things like that. That's great if you want to do those things. I prefer just going with the standard number sets, also with the individual numbers, and I'm going to let you guys know why I like the individual numbers. The first reason, obviously, is just transporting them. With these ones, you can just go ahead and take the numbers and stack them on top of each other, and it's super simple. Just stack them on. They're magnetic, so they stick together, and you just take all your other numbers and you just, boom, there you go. You got about a 1 pound magnetic sheet here, and you can just go ahead and lay this down, and if you have a toolbox you take to Autocross, it would be great for that. If you want to put them in your glove box so you have them all the time, if you don't know when you're going to events, maybe you keep your helmet in your backseat or your trunk, and you want to have these also. I wouldn't just lay these in your backseat and let them fly around or in your trunk or something like that. I would put them in a smaller compartment like your glove box or toolbox or something like that, just so these these letters and numbers aren't flying around on you. The second thing that I really like about having the numbers like this is you can make different classes if you want out of these, or different numbers. So let's assume I'm going to an event and I show up and there's also another 35 there and they're running an STX. Maybe they got there before I did, and it's not a place that I run all the time that people know that I'm there. So I can just go ahead and literally say I'm going to be number 53. Boom, 53. Nobody knows the difference that I got these as 35, and there you go. You're a different number. Another good thing these are for is, and especially what I like about the magnets of these is, not very often, but sometimes we have 2 people running my car. So it's me and another individual. And as you guys know, you need to have a different number to tell them which driver it is. It's going to be the same class because it's your car, but you're going to have a different number. So once or twice we actually had to, in between driving, you get out in the passenger and driver swap places, and you got to swap the numbers on the car too. So if you had, just basic blue tape and you were doing that, that's going to be such a pain in the butt that, I don't know, you'd have to exit off or something like that. This way you just swap them and you're good to go. Another great thing is just about magnetic numbers in general is with magnetic numbers, you have the ability, you get to the event and you want to, put them on your car, and you just put them on your car. It's super simple. Just make sure these are clean. You have wax on your car. If these are relatively clean, I would say I clean them off literally once a year, as long as I'm not putting them on the ground. They're pretty good. And you just put them on your car and you're good to go. I mean, you can, boom, your car's, you register, you put your numbers on your car, and you go to tech, and you can be done in 20 minutes if you want to. If you had to tape your car, it literally might take you 10-15 minutes to tape your car up, depending on how bad it is. I've seen cases where people just wax their car and tape will not stick to their car. I've been to events, like I said, these have been through rain and snow and things like that, where, magnets, if it's raining, it doesn't matter, it's going to stick. Tape, on the other hand, tape isn't going to stick in the rain. That's just how it is. So that's just another thing to consider. Finally, another reason why I like, just the individual basic numbers is you can go ahead and get those big sheets that I was talking about that, you lay on your door and things like that. That might have your number, your class, maybe even your name on it. They're a bit more expensive. I'm not sure if iZoom Graphics does them, but I do know that they run about in the $50, $60 range. Like I said about the transportation, you can't transport that big piece of, that big magnet with you. I mean, you can, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. You got to put it in the back seat and then lay it down flat. These you can just toss in your bag or, just somewhere flat, like in a toolbox or something like that. And they'll be just fine. And also another thing with those big sheets, they might look really cool and you're like, oh yeah, it's like a race car or something like that. Well, that's great, but the other thing is they tend to fly off. I've been out, working autocross courses, and people's numbers have just fly off their car, and you're picking up this, it rubs on the ground and it picks up all this debris and things like that, and then they got to go put that on their car again somewhere where they got to clean it off and put it on their car. It's a pain in the butt. I've never had these ever fly off in any event. They've been through different weather, different temperatures, really cold, really hot. These have been up to 100 degrees before. One autocross we did, I think, was around 100 degrees. And down as far as, I think, into the 30s or high 20s one time. I think a year or two ago. It might have been actually one of the first events I actually did on these. It was really, really cold out, and they did just fine. So they definitely hold up. So again, guys, these are the basic autocross numbers from iZoom Graphics. They are $28 right now, running the winter sale. Originally, they were $36 if you get them in the springtime, plus shipping, that is. So essentially, you're getting free shipping if you order them now. You can't pick the font. You can't, pick anything else with them. Just the basic numbers and the basic class. Not different sizes or anything like that. The only two options you do have for the text is you can get them in black or you can get them in white. Obviously, if you have a black car, white numbers would be good. Something, like a yellow car, black numbers would be good too. Obviously just get something that's going to be very visible so that the trailer and other people can see what number you are and what class you are in, because that's the whole purpose of these numbers, is so that they can identify you and get your time down under the person who actually took that run. I'm going to have to give these an A+ rating. I got them 2 years ago, so I can't comment on how quick they came for shipping, but I believe it was a few days, I think it was 3 or 5 business days. I'm not sure if that's changed, but the website's still up. I just checked it. They still are offering these with all the same, stuff that I got, the basic number set. So you guys can go ahead and get these right now for the 2017 season. And I think they're going to be a great purchase. They're going to save you a lot of time in the morning from taping your car up and things like that. They're just overall, they're really great. I wouldn't use anything except these magnetic numbers right now. They're great. Awesome. A+. Thank you, iZoom Graphics. Happy customer here. and go ahead and pick these up for this upcoming season.